How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Issa, and today we are going to be discussing something a little bit different. We're going to be discussing about manifestation. And I know in today's era, especially in social media era, my era, manifestation is kind of a big thing. The self-help gurus and all of that is all kind of like a big thing in today's world. But I feel like a lot of people are very confused on how to actually do it, right? There's so many different laws, there's so many different books that you can read, and so many different people teaching different things that I believe it can get confusing, especially for the average Joe. So for me, I wrote down kind of the principles that I believe are will make things easier for you guys to understand in terms of manifesting, because I do believe that you can manifest anything in this world, and I believe that as humans we are creators, and that our highest form is through belief and faith and putting our kind of our thoughts into the physical world. That's how all the great things have been created. So let's get right into it, and I'll show you guys a step by step on how to actually manifest. So the first thing that you need to do before I even get into all of this is that you need a notebook or piece of paper or whatever it is, as well as a pen. I'm someone that likes to write things down. People call this scripting, which means that you're just basically writing down your thoughts, your dreams, and putting it down on a piece of paper. And I feel like when I do that, I can put myself in the third person perspective, and I can eventually kind of just script out how I want and visualize how I want my life to play out. Trust me, this works for a lot of people. A lot of people do it. Michael Jackson did it, for an example. He was famous at scripting his life. For me, this works, and this gets my mind kind of in order and everything, because a lot of it comes down to clarity and confidence, and that's how you get things done, and that's how you get what you want in this world. So the first step is obviously going to be to write down your intentions and what you want in this world, and be as detailed as possible. If you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be whatever you want in this world, write down what you want in this life. Write down the car you're driving. Write down where you're living. Write down the house, the detail, the intense details of what you want in this life, right? The more detail, the better. And so, like, if you want to be a professional athlete, for an example, write down what it's like in your life. Write down how you feel. Write down the team you play for. Write down the money that you get, the car that you drive, things of that nature. These little details help you with the visualization. It helps script out what you want and to think about what you want to do, because visualization is very, very important. This helps put down kind of like a blueprint. It's like a rough draft of what you want in this life. And when you write it down, it's final. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we'll move on to step number 2, and that is visualization. Now, visualization is very, very important, because when you visualize something, typically I like to do this before bed, and I go to bed with that feeling. That's something that Never Goddard taught me after reading his book, The Secret. Not The Secret, after reading his a lot of his books and listening to a lot of podcasts of people talking about it, is when you visualize, you want to visualize in clear detail a scene of something. So I'll give you an example. If I want to manifest $20,000 into my account, I will first close my eyes and I'll visualize, like I have my phone, and if you have the Chase mobile app, you know it shows you your deposits and how much you made and this and that. I'll visualize me opening the app, looking at it, looking at the $20,000 that was placed in my account, and how I would feel seeing that. How does it feel on the screen? How do I feel when I react to it? Am I happy? Am I this and that? Do my parents, visualize your parents or somebody saying congratulations, to confirm that you're, to trick your brain that, hey, this is real, like I actually got this money. Feel it out, write it out. How does it feel? The visualization is very, very important. Visualize a scene that you're thinking about in your mind, and have positivity, have positive self-talk when you're visualizing as well. You need to see it clearly, right, guys? Everything is about the mind. You need to think about it in a positive light. And when you think about it in a positive light, it'll come into fruition. So visualize what you want. Think about it. Have a clear picture of what you want in this life, and go for that. The third thing, this is the most important law in my opinion. This is the law of assumption. This is, you have to act as if you already have this thing in your life, guys. Mike Tyson, one of the greatest, if not the greatest boxer of all time, has said this on a podcast multiple times. He had to believe he was a champion before he could become a champion, right? He had to think, he had to believe he was the champion before it could show in his physical world. And that is a big thing in life, and that is a big thing that all great and successful people do in this world, is they believe that they are what they want in this world. So if there's a specific type of person you want to be, or if there's something that you want in this life, you have to act as if you have it in your life. You have to act as if you are that person, because when you act as if you are that person, you act as if you have it in your life, your your mind believes it, which then changes the energy around you, which then shows up in your physical 3D world. But you have to believe it in your mind, right? You have to believe in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, that you are that person, that you are that successful thing that you want, that you are the success. And then eventually your inner world will mirror out to the outer world and it will show, but you have to believe it internally. And you can do this in many ways. At first it might seem delusional, right? It's only delusional until it shows up in the physical world. But every successful person was a little bit delusional, was actually very delusional, until they proved everyone wrong. Your physical world might say, hey, why are you believing like that? Why do you think like that? This Deny everything. Focus on yourself, focus on what you want, have faith and believe that you have it, right? When you're driving just a regular beat up car and you want to drive like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, believe that you're driving in like a Ferrari. Imagine that you're driving it. Imagine you're going down like Rodeo Drive or whatever whatever place you want to live in. These things matter. Trust me. Act as a kid. Act like a baby. Daydream like this. This is the most important thing. This is all of it. You have the confidence, you have the faith, you have the prayer that you are that thing. And then the fourth step about this is very important. You detach. You let it go. Right? That might seem like hot and cold. It is hot and cold, right? But when you detach, that is the highest form and ultimate form of prayer, of belief, of faith, is that when you have the intention, it's going to come, you let it go. You basically grab the reins, you give it to the universe, you give it to God, and you say, hey, go on, like, create this life for me. Because I'll tell you what, when you assume and you believe that you are something, and then you just detach from it, you're like, I don't need it. I know I'm the best. I know I'm this. I know I'm that. The universe says, okay, well, he is that. He is confident in himself. So it starts conspiring the world. Opportunities start coming to you. You just have to believe in yourself, and opportunities will come to you right away. I'm telling you guys, I've done this in my life. I'm doing it currently, and opportunities are coming to me like, because I know and I'm confident in myself, and I'm assured to myself that I am the person that I want to be, and that I am successful, and opportunities come to me in abundance. I believe that, and I let it go. You don't want to think about your goal. You don't want to over obsess about how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, where it's going to happen. No, because then you're just blocking yourself. What you want to do is you want to set the intention, think about it, and let it go. Obviously, you're going to think about your goal. That's natural, right? But your body and your mind thinking that you already have it, you're naturally going to push yourself into the direction of what you want to do. If you want to be a doctor, you're going to start to take classes to become a doctor. You're going to start thinking like a doctor naturally, and opportunities are just going to come, and a couple of years later you are a doctor physically. But you already believe and you already know that you were a doctor. That happens to all the successful people. They know they're going to be that great. So detachment is the ultimate form of faith and prayer, and like less resistance to God, because you're basically saying, God, like, I trust you. I know I'm this person, and I'm going to give all the restraint and tension and control to you. I'm not in control, but I know and I trust you, and I know that I'm going to be this thing, and I trust you. Put me on a journey. Let's see where it takes me. That is like all the manifestation gurus, when they talk about detachment and stuff, that is what it is. That is like the effortless little thing that you just do. It just naturally happens. I'm telling you guys, you apply this in your life, things will change. Your physical reality will change. It will. And for the last thing I'm going to say, and this is something that manifestation gurus do not talk about, even in the book The Secret, the one that brought the manifestation thing really mainstream, is the law of polarity. The law of polarity basically is the yin and yang. What comes with good comes with bad. What comes with bad, what comes with good. So if you're manifesting positive thoughts, you're staying positive, this and that, it's natural that you're going to get negative thoughts. It's just the yin and yang balance. Nothing in this life is given. Nothing in this life is easy, right? A lot of people that go through the manifestation process, they go through it, they do all the right steps, and then bad stuff starts to happen in their life, and they start to blame themselves, or they start to blame this manifestation thing that it's like bad, it's a curse, this and that. No, that is supposed to happen. That is a test from the universe. That is a test from God. That is a test to see how much are you willing to sacrifice, how much are you willing to go through in order to get your goal. And those that stick with it, those that go through the hard stuff and those that go through the hardship, that stick with it, they get what they want in this life. You hear me? They get what they want in this life because they went through the hardship. They went through everyone denying them, calling them a loser, calling them delusional, this and that. They went through years of trials and tribulations, and they get it because they have faith and belief. That's a lot of detachment. They have faith and belief that they are what they said they're going to be, and they have faith and belief that it's all going to work out. And it does. And you have to pass this point. This is a natural point. Everything in life, right, is not sunshine and rainbows, right? Things are going to happen. Bad things are going to happen. Good things are going to happen. You have to ride the wave of life, right? Just because you're manifesting doing all this positive juju stuff doesn't mean all good things are going to happen. You have to ride the negatives to get through the good stuff. So stick with it. Stick with it. No matter what the world, no matter what life says, stick with it because I know you can do it. I know you will be successful. I know you have faith in this life. Keep working at it. It'll come. Trust me. You just have to have faith and belief that you can do it. Anyway, guys, that's just a quick little video about manifestation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Follow me on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on TikTok. It's all the same username at issa.elassal. Again, guys, comment down any other topics you want me to talk about. I'm always trying to learn, always trying to provide the best content for you guys. So again, like, comment, subscribe, share to someone that needs to see this. And again, guys, keep having faith, keep headstrong. Use these laws, write it down, say the affirmations, believe that you can do it. Be delusional, be freaking delusional until you believe it. Detach from it and ride the course. Through hardships, through goodship, through success, ride through it all, right? And keep having faith because it will happen, and I believe it will happen. But you have to believe in yourself. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have an amazing and blessed day. Peace.